Welcome to another episode of the Sisters Podcast. I am so happy to be here with my cousin, Sharita. We call her Rita. Rita, how are you doing?
I am doing well. Thank you, Jazz.
Of course. We are in Somerville, Massachusetts. This is the first episode of the podcast that's going, that's traveling. We are in our travel session right now, but I wanted to come out to my cousin's salon because I just see her doing so many amazing things, and today was a day to just come out and celebrate you. So
thank you.
Of course.
I'm excited, very excited about this.
I'm excited to be out here. And why don't you tell the people about you? I know about you, but everybody doesn't know the name of the salon, where we're at. Okay. So why don't you give us a little rundown?
Woo, all right, there's so much. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for coming here and thinking about little old me. It's an honor to have my younger cousin here interviewing me. And this is my first interview on a podcast. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about you all learning a little bit more about the salon, learning a little bit more about me and our family. So the name of the salon is the Loft Hair Studio.
We wanna see you with it, show could treat you right. Give me just a minute of your time tonight. We both are here to have big fun, so let it rip.
Hey. We've been in business almost 10 years. February will be 10 years that we've been in business. And so we are happy and excited that we've been able to pass a lot of the Sorry.
You got it, girl. It's okay. Pass a lot of the obstacles.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And so it's been a journey, but it's been a really, really good journey. And so I'm really excited to dive in and talk a little bit about what has transpired over the past 10 years and even before then. So a little bit about myself. I'm originally from Connecticut. Mm-hmm. Hindsight, that's why we're related. Right. And I've been doing hair this is going to be very telling of my age, but if I'm honest, I started when I was about 9 years old. Mm-hmm. So I was in the 4th grade, not professionally, kind of behind the scenes until I went to a technical high school. But I've been doing it now for over 30 years.
Wow. You went to Bullard Havens?
I went to Bullard Havens, which I loved. I loved Bullard Havens. It's one of those schools where you can do academics and you can do a trade. And so obviously I took up HBC, hairdressing, barbering, cosmetology there. Wow. And that's really how it started for me.
It's so crazy because, like we said, we're cousins, but our family is big. Our family
very big.
It is big. So
yes.
Like you said, you're my older cousin, you're my mom's
yes.
first cousin. So
first cousin. And my dad is one of 11.
Yes. So my Nama, everybody know Nama. Nama and her dad are brothers and sisters.
Exactly.
So it's like, obviously I knew that you were my cousin, but just the in and out of how you got here now, there's so much that I didn't know. So
yes.
How'd you get to Massachusetts from Connecticut?
All right. So a lot of people were probably going to learn a lot about me because sometimes you don't get to talk about these things behind the scenes. But my husband is a pastor. Mm-hmm. He pastors a church in Plymouth, Cultural Community Church. And we've been in Massachusetts for about 13 years. I hope I'm saying that right. About 13 years. And we relocated because he felt the call to the ministry here in Massachusetts. Okay. And so we literally left everything that we had in Massachusetts. At that time, I was owning a hair salon, which was called Here's the Answer, with my best friend. We were in business for 5 years. And we were pretty much at the end of that 5-year mark. And we both decided that, we love each other, but we were kind of going to go separate ways. And so I opened up another salon for 1 year before transitioning into Massachusetts, where he took over a church. So yeah, we had a business. He had a great job. He was working at Sikorsky's, I think, at the time. We had a beautiful church. We had a house. Like, we had it all. And we kind of just gave it all up for the ministry, honestly. Yeah. So I had no intentions on opening a salon when we originally came here.
And here you are now.
And here I am now, 10 years later.
With the salon and everything.
With the salon, and totally started from scratch.
And he still is pastoring.
He's still pastoring.
Yes. Wow.
Yes. Yep.
And it's so crazy because there's so many instances where people leave their job or leave their dream for the ministry.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a little discouraging because you don't know if you can go back to your baby and go back to like what you dreamt of doing for so long. So the fact that you guys are able to do both just shows how good God is.
Amen.
It shows that He has like His hands on your dream.
Amen. From the very beginning.
From your heart.
Yes.
From the beginning. So,
Amen.
It's just a true testament of how good God is.
Amen.
Obviously, my next question is, what inspired you to do hair? But you've been doing hair since you were in the 4th grade.
Yeah, I've been doing hair since. So it started from Grandma Lila's house. So playing with the Barbie dolls and always working on not just my hair, but someone else's hair. And so it started with me first, my sister doing her hair and then her friends. But I remember when I was in the 5th grade and I started really doing my hair. And I remember I would get questions like, who did your hair? So I'm going to apologize now to my grandmother Geneva, who's still living. So Grandma, if you see this, I'm sorry. But so depending on how the question was asked, that would determine how I would answer.
Right.
So if it was like, oh my goodness, girl, your hair looks so good. Who did your hair? And I'd be like, I did it. Thank you so much. You like it?
Right.
And then it was like, ooh, your hair looks bad. Like, who did your hair? I'm like, my grandmother.
She was brushing this morning.
Grandma did it. Like, I don't like it either. So I do apologize about that. But I don't fib anymore, but I did fib.
No, you got to put the blame on somebody else.
I did.
Me.
But that's how I learned, right? And so I wasn't afraid to go out there, and it was just who I was, right? And so, I started actually braiding my hair with extensions in the 4th grade. So.
Wow. That's a talent.
Yeah.
Listen, I got dreads.
I love your locks.
Thank you.
I love your locks.
Yes, and I have to correct myself when
yes.
I say dreads. They're locks. I got my locks my sophomore year in college. And my mom had locks at the time. Diamond had locks. And I was like, I'm going to stick to my braids, my singles. I'm going to stick to my singles. And I got to New Hampshire and realized that nobody can do my hair up here.
Wait, you were in New Hampshire?
I was in New Hampshire.
But what year was that?
From 2013 to 2017. Franklin Pierce is in New Hampshire.
Okay, so I didn't know. I mean, I knew you said Franklin Pierce, but I didn't know it was in New Hampshire.
Yeah, in Rindge, New Hampshire, in the middle of nowhere.
So you were close, and we're just now getting connected in 2024?
It's beyond me. And it's like... But social media wasn't big back then.
Yes, you're right.
Like, there was not a lot of stuff that, like, when I saw your page, I'm like, look at all the followers she got, all these, like, the beautiful videos and stuff.
Thank you.
Obviously, it probably took some time to get there.
It did.
Like, all I knew was the person that did my mom's hair.
Yes. Yep.
And God rest her soul, she was shot and killed when I was back in Iona. And but she was the one every time you come in, you want to get locks? I'm like, no. You want to get locks? No. And when I came home from school, I said, yeah, lock my hair up.
You were ready.
Lock my hair up.
And they're beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow, you're welcome.
This past August was 10 years
that
I've had my locks.
That's awesome.
It took about a year and a half to actually lock because of playing basketball and the texture of my hair. It would always shrivel up as soon as it got wet and sweating and stuff like that. So the best decision of my life was my locks. But I just know there's so many other girls who are tired of their hair and they want to get locks because they don't know how to maintain it and what to do with it. So your curls, they're beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
I know it took some work to get there, but
thank you.
How was that progress for you, growing up and realizing your texture of your hair and what to do with it?
So for me, it was definitely a challenge because growing up, I did not like my hair. And the reason why was because my mother never relaxed my hair. Now I'm so grateful for that now. But at the time, girls were walking around with relaxers, right? They were doing doobies, they were getting the finger waves. And I couldn't get those types of styles. And so I was walking around with what we called a puff ponytail. And they actually used to tease us. They used to call us the Puff family because we both had, my sister and I, we both had big puffy ponytails. And so I was constantly trying to cover it up, just doing everything but rocking my natural hair. And so now, like with this salon, like that is what we do. We help women from all backgrounds better learn how to love and embrace their God-given hair. Like that is what our mission is. And it kind of started from my daughters. So originally when I opened up this salon, the Loft Hair Studio, we did a little bit of everything. We did relaxers, we did weaves, we did it all. And I remember one day just thinking to myself, like, I would love to just do what I love. And that's just natural hair. I'm like, I don't want to do all that other stuff. Like I've been doing hair, I think at that time, maybe it was like almost 20 years. Wow. And I was like, I've been in this for a long time. I've done it all. And like natural hair is my heart. My daughters, you know, we live in an area where there's no one that really looks like them. And so I wanted to make sure that there was a space in place for not just my girls, but other young girls where they can come in and they can see beautiful hair and they feel inspired and encouraged. And so it started for me and my daughters. It started at home. So I made sure that I poured into them all the time. Like, girl, your hair was gorgeous. Like, no matter what anyone says when you walk out that door, your curls are popping. And they own it. And once you see them on camera, you're going to get a little bit of their story and how they've been inspired by all of this, which is something I didn't have. So I think that this is amazing that there are curly salons that are popping up because we truly need this.
Absolutely. And it's amazing that you knew the things that you went through growing up with your curly hair, and you instilled in them, like, no, you look good with your
yes
this is your
I didn't have that
rocket. Like, and you know, I talk, my little cousins are my sisters, like they, you know, I talk to Skylar and Jordan all the time, and I'm telling them, like, I love your curls. Like, I'm making sure they know that you don't have to wear your hair straight to fit in. You don't have to wear your hair straight. Like, every now and then, you know, some people want to do it. That's fine. But your curls are perfect just the way they are. But there's so many people who don't know how to love their curls or how to love their natural hair, period. The shrinkage of, like,
oh my goodness, it's real.
It's real. And so it's one of those things where, like, you know, we don't wear our natural hair out because we're not comfortable.
And the knowledge, right? There's a lot more resources now, and the knowledge is out there on how to learn how to properly style your hair. And I feel like that's kind of what helped me, because when we first moved here, I wasn't working in a hair salon, so I had time to really do the research. I felt like I was great at styling the hair, but when it came to the scientific aspect of hair, I really didn't know as much as what I should have. And so I started going to the library. I was at the library literally almost every day, reading books about natural hair, like on the long hair care forums, just learning everything about it. And I was able to pour that into not only me, but Sierra at the time. I think she was like 6 years old. And it started because we did because now I'm confident, right? I'm like, went to the library, like, girl, like listen, I know it all now. So I wanted to teach this workshop. So I got this workshop together at one of the local churches, actually here in Somerville, right on the corner, Mission Church. And I was like, I'm going to teach this workshop, Loving and Growing Our God-Given Hair. I had over 100 women sign up for this workshop. And it was probably about 4 hours long, this workshop. And I kid you not, when this workshop was over, the line was pretty much almost to the door because people had so many questions, and it just took off from there. So the same people who were at that workshop, which was probably about maybe 13 years ago, a lot of them are my clients now. So they actually pushed me to open the salon.
And this workshop, was this something that you continue to do?
Loving and Growing Our God-Given Hair. And we still teach workshops, Boys and Girls Club. We actually, I was invited with my girls to Berkeley, Salve Regina in Rhode Island. So we do travel.
Wow. So when you're recording and I see you traveling and stuff like that, is that like you're traveling to do other people's hair, or is that like workshop travel?
It's workshops, unless it's a wedding, and then you'll see me traveling for that. But mainly workshops.
I'm learning so much about you. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. I have so many questions. I'm like just stay
I have
on
so
topic.
much.
Just stay on topic. But you know, before we get Alea and Sierra in here, Mama 5 now.
Yes. Mother of 5, y'all.
Yes.
Thank you.
2 girls, 3 boys.
Yes.
How did you handle your work-life balance? Like when you first, like obviously you didn't have 5 when you first started, but like, as it your family grew and your business was growing. How did you handle that?
Yeah, so first of all, I want to say that my husband is amazing. He's extremely supportive, and there's no way that I would be able to do any of the things that I'm doing without him and his support. And so he's just so good. Awesome. And so I feel like that has, obviously that helps. He's in the background a lot. He's helping with all the work and stuff behind the scenes. But yeah, mama of 5. I will say that we thought we were only going to have 2 children. Right. So let me just share this real quick. So I was diagnosed at a very young age with PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. Okay. And you can definitely do your research on that. But there is a chance that it will be harder for you to conceive and have children. And so I'll never forget, after we got married, we were, not that we were trying, but it wasn't like we were not trying. And I went to the doctors and they did extra tests, and it was like, well, this is what you have. This is what your condition. They confirmed it, but I knew before then that I had PCOS. And it was like, okay, you're going to have to take this medication in order for you to have children. And I was like, I don't want to take this medication, and it was like, it's still like a possibility that you won't. I forget the percentage that they said. And so we prayed, and before we knew it, we were expecting our first. And so to have PCOS and to be a mom of 5 is very telling of God's hand, behind the scenes. And so even though it wasn't our plan to have 5 children, it's such a joy. Like, I wouldn't have it any other way. I just feel really blessed. And so balance, going back to that question, I feel like for me, there's really no balance, honestly. I feel like there is something that will take a back seat. And so you really have to prioritize and figure out what will that be, and know that it's just a season, right? And so something that, let's just, dishes for an example, like dishes might not get done tonight, but they'll get done tomorrow. Like, I have other things to do. But yeah, I just feel like for me, there's really no balance. However, I try to show up as much as I can for everyone. And sometimes that puts me a little bit on the back burner. Yeah, I feel like I'm always last.
Okay, and that's a real answer.
Yeah.
Like, you being real and honest right there. And I think just walking in, seeing your 2 girls behind you, just is telling of what type of mother you are. Even though you're in your business, even though you're in the ministry, and you probably have your hands tied with so many things. Like, they wouldn't respond to you how they respond to you if you weren't that mother to them. That they,
Thank you. They're so.
And it's like, even Alea helping you out with your shoe.
With my shoe. No, they are so good. Like, when I tell you, they have my back. And I don't want to get emotional because it is true, all of them. Even Cam is only 8 months. But, like, when I walk through the door, like, he knows, like, mom had a long day at work. And so he's kissing me in the mouth and just happy to see me and just, like, pouring that love back because that's what we give to them, my husband and I. Like, and so, like, to see them reciprocate what they get is an amazing feeling.
Absolutely. And I think it is also a testament to you and your husband, like, the love that they see you guys giving other people. Yes. The care that they see you guys willingly helping other people. It's like, my mom doesn't just care or my dad doesn't just care for us, but they care for other people as well. So
yeah, and they're a part of that.
Right. When the love is in the room, it's always easy to come back and forth too. Yeah. But it's just, I think it's more rewarding to you to, like, see all your hard work just simply coming from a hug or coming from a kiss. Just
my goodness, it's amazing.
Yes. So, okay. I don't want to, keep going into the questions that I have. Yeah. Obviously, we have a Sierra and Elena right here. But, we're going to stop right here.
Okay.
Take a pause, and we're going to continue in a little bit.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Welcome to Basic Black. Some of you are joining us on our broadcast, and others of you are joining us on our digital platforms. I'm Kristen L. Pope, your host. Callie Crosley has the night off. Tonight, natural hair glory. Over the summer, Governor Baker passed the Creating a Respectful and Open World for Natural Hair, or Crown Act, into law to protect against hair discrimination and bias based on hair texture that's historically associated with someone's race. A total of 18 states have passed the Crown Act, and the federal government is still considering the bill. But many people of color are no longer waiting to embrace their natural beauty of their hair. They are doing it now. And we have a great group of guests to talk about natural hair. Joining us this evening is Sharita Payton, owner of the Loft Hair Studio, Celeste Visier, therapist, mental health advocate, best-selling author, and podcaster, also known as Celeste the Therapist. Nikkei Okadeji, owner of the Curated Curl and creator of soulfully textured natural hair events. She is also Deputy General Counsel at GBH, and Dr. Deborah Scott, co-director of the Hair Loss Clinic at Brigham and Women's Hospital. Welcome to you all. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes. So we're going to start off with a quick prompt. In one sentence or one word, I want for you ladies to tell me, what does the Crown Act mean to you? And we're going to start with you, Sharita.
The Crown Act means so much to me in many different ways because I've been natural my whole life. I have young daughters who are also natural, and I have 2 natural hair salons. And so I get to come in contact every single day with people who are looking to wear their natural hair without penalty. When we have clients come through the door, sometimes they are feeling low because they have been having struggles at work or within their own home, as Nikkei said. And so our goal is to pump them up. I mean, we do photos, you know, everyone in the salon is like, oh my goodness, your hair is so beautiful, like you look gorgeous. And so they get a lot of love whenever they come into our salon, and it is like a community because even when they walk out the door, we're taking photos of them on the street and people are beeping their horns, and it's a vibe, and we love it. We love it. Like this is what we are, this is who we are, this is what we do.
This is what we do.
This is what we do. And they know if they come to the Loft Hair Studio, they are going to feel so much love when it comes to their natural hair.
Oh, I'm ready for this party.
Yes.
So, okay,
Yes.
right? Did you have us all ready to go to the Loft Studio?
Exactly.
Because we need to be pumped up, because nobody's going to pump us up the way we pump
No.
each other up,
No,
right?
they're not. No.
Oh my goodness, and we need that, like,
Yes.
to, you know, the robbing aspect.
Yeah.
You know, this robbing aspect. Nikkei, in that we set trends, we are fabulous, but because of this narrative, you know, then we dumb ourselves down and we take it down a notch when it's like, no, actually, you are it.
Yes.
Right.
You are it, girl. Like when I look at your hair, Sharita, my daughter has naturally like a natural reddish brown hair.
beautiful. I've
And
seen
it's
it.
nice and big
Yeah.
and curly. And I'm like, you just don't even understand. Now, you may not understand for another 20 years, but girl,
Right.
Yes.
you are it,
Oh,
honey.
yes.
You don't understand right now. I'm trying to help you, but this is it.
Yes.
Right?
We start at the age of 4. So we have these young girls coming into the salon, and they just look at everybody with their natural hair, and they walk out with their heads held high. And they are shaking their hair, smiling and laughing, and they love it.
And that's where it has to start.
It does.
That's where it has to start. Yes. So
And also just making a point of when you see young girls on the
Yes.
street, to just tell them their hair is beautiful and that sort of thing. If, you know, coming from a stranger, I think that it just also helps empower them.
that's so true. That's so true, to just cultivate that as a community. Ladies, I am full. This is so good.
All right, we're back on the other side. We have Rita's 2 daughters, precious, beautiful daughters here. We have Sierra, we have Alea. Why don't you tell the people your name? Obviously, you already said that. Tell the people your age and what school you go to, what grade you're in.
So my name is Sierra. I'm 19 years old, and I go to Simmons University in Boston.
I'm Alea. I'm in 5th grade, and I go to Ambrose.
Okay, so I got questions for you guys first before we get mommy talking again. Seeing her in her business, doing her thing with her hairs and the curls, how has that inspired you guys? And like, tell me a little bit about your place in the business.
So I've grown up in the salon like pretty much all my life. So seeing her do her thing with like the clients and all of that. So I feel like I can really like nurture like that to like my friends, tell them about the salon, and just in our business to empower curls community and really like tailor into like the curls and learn and help the girls learn how to like take care of their hair too.
Okay, and a lot of your friends come here to get their hair done?
Some of them, I'm trying. I'm convincing them to come.
Good, as you should.
Yeah.
How about you, Alea?
Okay. So my place in the hair salon is like making sure like my mom's like doing like good things in like the hair salon and like the famous stuff that that happen, like the ASMR cleaning stuff. I was trying to get my mom to do it.
So you're big in the YouTube world. So
Yeah.
you like to help her to stay on top of the trends and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay. And obviously with her workshop and her business and stuff like that, you guys kind of were inspired and started a business or a movement called Empowered Curls Community. What is that about? How did that come? Like, tell me a little bit about that.
The ECC was, so my mom, how it started was my mom, we were on this event, we were working and we were helping and then my mom had like an idea for us to do a company, and then we were like, yeah, let's do it. And then it took time for us to make it, and then we did the cover, and then there's an event coming up that we're hosting, which we're excited about.
Okay, Sierra, why don't you tell me a little bit about the event?
So the event is, I forget what the name of it is.
It's a curl party.
It's like a curl party from ages 6 to 12. We're going to be helping them,
it's a tutorial.
Yeah.
We're actually going to be showing them how to style their hair. I'll take this. We're going to be showing them how to style their hair, different styles, braiding, twists, puffs. And it's a curl party, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We have about 12 to 15 young girls, as Sierra stated, ages 6 to 12. And so as the girls were saying, they are very hands-on when we are doing these workshops. So we did a Master Your Natural Hair for Teens, and they were a part of that, sharing their story, how they've been inspired by the salon, and doing a lot of behind the scenes, helping pack the bags. And so with this event, it's going to help to get their brand, Empowered Curls Community, out there, helping to empower young girls just like themselves.
Now, Sierra and Alea, obviously you too. I see you guys rocking your curls naturally. How, as a Black woman in your community, when you see other people who doesn't necessarily look like you and don't have the curls like you, how has your mom helped you to be confident in rocking your curls? And I know you guys are nervous. It's okay. I know the lights is a lot, the camera's going, there's a lot going on, but I want you to just act like you don't see nothing in front of you and you're just talking to me about your curls and your experience with them.
Yeah, I feel like growing up, obviously being in the salon, it's very inspiring to see your work. But as I feel like school is a different story, especially because you don't see a lot of young girls look like us, especially in college too. It's a very diverse college. And so I feel like I can help other girls who look like me in college, maybe have them come to the salon, get their hair done, and stuff like that. So, to inspire them.
Yeah, and it just kind of helps you too to give back to them in some type of way, like how
yes.
Do you see yourself working in the salon or starting your own business?
Probably starting my own business. I'm not really sure what type yet, but definitely my own business.
What are you getting your degree in right now?
I'm a business major.
Okay, right. So that's the first start, and then once you'll be inspired to figure out the route you want to go down. And nice.
Yes.
And you guys are behind the scenes helping her with her Instagram page, right? What do you do to help mom? I know it's you're a little bit tech savvy, right?
You like the videos, and also help here too, checking out the clients, I sweep, do a lot of organizing, and
that's what I wanted to get out of you. Do you wash hair a little bit, or no? Just kind of put them in their chairs.
I've done my mom's hair before.
Okay,
both of them actually.
All right, that's a start.
But Alea's more into the hair, doing hair.
The appointments, the clients have their appointments.
Yes, I love that. See, my mom, she braids. She's been braiding our hair for since we were born, and I have helped her to start a page because I'm like, you need to start a page. You need to like get into your page. So it's Styles by Auntie Lon. And yeah, she's braiding, my cousin's hair, and Nene and Shy always want their hair braided. Tonisha wants their hair braided. And I'm like, Mom, like you are too talented to just keep this to yourself. And she has done two. Recently, she done Ashley Battle, who is she played at UConn, played in the WNBA, and she works for the Boston Celtics. And then a player from UConn, she literally just got called up about 2 weeks, a month ago, to go do a girl's hair in UConn. And the girl's mom reached back out to her like 2 days ago to do it again. And I'm like it's in the business, like it's in the family, it's there. But she'd be like, oh no, I don't take no pictures, and she just doing it because she likes to do hair. She likes to cater to people. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I do not know how to braid. I am trying to get there because I know to do everything else, but I cornrows is like, it's hard for me. It's a skill, but I want to get there. Obviously, I want to have a family and stuff like that. So you guys are already at a head start because it's a very important nature to have with your hair that we weren't taught. Like, it's not a lot of discussions that's being had. So it may seem simple to you right now, but I'm telling you, in years later, when you look back, you're gonna be like, I'm glad that I got to know more about my hair and just had that experience. So.
Yes, and the lady can also do braiding and stuff like that.
Oh, you doing cornrows already?
Cornrows, like, what do you mean by
like
braids? Like
braids to the scalp.
Oh yeah, I do that. Okay.
And when did you learn how to do that?
When I was maybe 6.
Wow. Can you share a little bit, Alea, about your journey, about how old you were when you started doing your hair?
I started doing my hair when I was like 4 or 5.
Wow.
And I remember like watching my mom do her hair, like her hair and the client's hair, and I see her do it, so I always wanted to do it. And then I tried it and I really liked it. And then now every day I go to school, I do my hair, and only on special occasions she does my hair. Mostly I do my hair.
Okay, special occasions. That's what I wanted to get out you guys. Yeah, obviously,
I mean, the same. Yeah, me too.
Okay.
They all do.
So it's like, don't touch my hair, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Share your story about your friends at school.
Oh, so one day, we had a couple of these products. So I thought I would there's these twins at school that I noticed that they don't really know how to do their hair. So then I put some of the products in the bag, and I gave it to them a few days later so they could do their hair better and stuff, and their mom said that they've been trying to do their hair with the products and stuff.
And I don't even have my bag. Diamond, can you try to pass me that pink bag behind you if you could? But I walked in the salon, and I'm supposed to be giving them stuff because they're on my podcast, and I get a whole bag full of goodies, and I'm pretty sure this is stuff that you have probably gave to the twins, right? Just different things, and I'm like,
from some of our workshops.
Wow, this is amazing. First of all, the shirt, yes, loved it, yes, melanin all the way. Oil? Tea tree oil? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, melanin hair care.
Yes, thank you. And these are just simple things that I feel like it's not discussed. It's not the products. It's what am I putting in my hair? All I put in my hair is tea tree oil. That, and obviously when I wash it, and the shampoo and conditioner, but there's no class. There's nothing that was really taught about what products you should use, what you shouldn't use. So I think what you guys are doing is amazing, and the fact that you're doing it in the community, you're showing other people and other young Black girls like you guys, how to treat their hair and how to rock it confidently. It's very empowering and it's amazing.
So I wanted to share because I know you had mentioned the Celtics. So we have a client. She now works for ESPN, Amina.
Okay.
We love her, but she rocks her hair like a boss. And she was a client of ours, and she would show up, and I love her. She's a true inspiration. So ESPN, Amina Jade, definitely follow her. If you're looking for natural hair inspiration, she's not afraid. And we've done some other top people too, which I love, because I feel like when you're on social media and you really put yourself out there, you tend to draw more people.
Yes.
And I'm not afraid to do that. And as you know, like, I'm the one, with the girls' help, I take care of our Instagram, our Facebook. At one time, we had 3 locations. I don't know if you know that.
I did. Just by looking from the Instagram.
Okay, we had New York, we had Rhode Island, and we had Massachusetts. And then I had to just take it down a little bit. I'm like, okay, girl, you're doing too much. This is awesome. This is great. Actually, when we were in New York, we had who did we have come visit?
Yeah, we had Ilyasa Shabazz, Malcolm X's daughter.
Yeah. She came to visit us. She got her hair done. Her natural curls. Her natural curls, which she doesn't really rock. Yeah. But it was such an honor. And Sierra was there helping, getting her checked in and taking pictures.
It was an amazing experience.
It was an amazing experience.
And the word of mouth is networking.
Yeah.
And social media does have that
huge
positive influence. That's the positive influence that I like on that side of just showing your work, and other people saying I go to her salon and she's a great person, and just going from there. So that is amazing. Malcolm X's daughter.
Yeah.
And also Hillary from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air
was in the salon too.
Yeah. In our Rhode Island location. Very, very, very lovely person. Very supportive. Yeah. So we've been able to really there's so much I can share. Even with these pictures that you see here, these are some of the models that I worked on with Shark Beauty, which is Shark Ninja. They have tons of different products and tools, but specifically for us, they have blow dryers that we use. And so we had an opportunity to go and shoot a commercial in Beverly Hills.
What?
And while we were shooting, I was able to bring my whole family with us.
This was just recently.
I just saw you
posted.
Well, yeah. So actually, it was twice.
Okay.
It was back to back. Okay, they flew me there for Hollywood, and then the following month they flew all 7 of us there to Bel Air for a commercial that is supposed to be coming out this week. But it was a really, really nice experience.
I need the pictures, I need the video, I need all of it. You guys have to send that to me. That's amazing.
Yeah. Do you guys want to share a little bit about that?
I was gonna share how we were at the shoot in front of the Shark for the model that you did.
They were. Oh, go ahead.
So when was this? It was like back in.
I don't know.
I don't remember. So this was back in probably May, but me and Leia, we were helping our mom with one of the models at the shoot. And how they doing behind the scenes, on set. It's just amazing to see how the model came out, and just everything goes on in I guess Shark Beauty's the set. Yeah, the set.
The production behind the production. And seeing that it's just not the people that go out there and shoot. It takes the makeup artist, the hairstylist, all that is awesome.
Yes.
And that will come out this week. Obviously, this will be.
I'm gonna share about LA.
This will be coming out in a couple weeks, but still, that's amazing.
So there's pictures in the back, and a couple of them are from Shark. That one and that one.
All of them are.
These ones here.
And you styled and braided everyone in
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, that's awesome.
And they were so gracious to gift these to us.
Right.
Yeah.
Framed up. This is perfect to put it. And we're obviously sitting in the salon that is not even open yet to the public.
It is.
It's open, but you're doing a ribbon cutting ceremony.
Yes, which will be next week. We're doing a ribbon cutting ceremony. We're going to have the mayor here, and we're very excited about that. Yeah, we can't wait.
I just can't stop smiling. I don't even know what to say, because I said, I text you and I told you, I can't wait to hear about your story, but just to see that, it's way beyond hair. It goes further.
Oh my goodness, it really does.
This is amazing. It's inspiring, and this is why I wanted to get you up
Yay.
here.
Let me just share this with you. I don't know if you know this. So Grandma Lila, when she was living with, you said what do you call your grandmother? I call her Auntie Nema. I used to go over to Nema's house, and do Grandma Lila's hair, and your Nama's hair sometimes. You
I
remember
wanna
that?
Say, I vaguely remember that.
Yeah,
Yes,
I would go over there. Not that often, but I would go over there. And I love that, like having this gift that the Lord has given me, being able to share it. Today, actually, I did a wedding.
You were curling
this morning.
your hair in the kitchen, right?
Yeah, in the kitchen.
Yes.
In the kitchen. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I always have those memories, always. And yeah, I love what I do.
The wedding that you did.
This morning. Yeah.
She's getting married tomorrow?
Today.
Today, wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Did a bride today. Very, very beautiful bride, by the way. So.
And you are usually invited to like the events and stuff like that after. Yeah, it's a lot. I probably.
Not really. I'm lucky if I get photos. No, they're really good with making sure that they tag us and they send photos. But I have a lot going on. Right. I really just wanted to get home to be with my family. This morning, like I had kissed the baby. I'm like, Mom, we'll be back soon. Don't worry. And so I love to be with my family most of the time when I'm outside of the salon.
I didn't get a chance to ask you about this earlier, but you don't have to say your age because that's never. I know that was a woman. You never asked a woman her age, but you just had a baby, 8 months old.
He's 8 months.
How can you just? You don't have to go into it, but for women who are looking to have a kid and they feel like it's too late, like. How was that journey for you, and like what advice can you give for like any older women that want to have a baby?
Honestly, I feel like God's timing is perfect. Like I said, it wasn't something that we planned. I'm gonna tell my age. I'm 43, and it was naturally it just happened, and it was definitely a part of God's plan. And I feel like. Obviously, I've had 4 other children, but this pregnancy, I was more present. I was more aware, and my body honestly was in good condition. My OBGYN was like, okay, Sharita, like your body thinks you're 20. So like we got to figure something out, girl. I was like, okay, like this is the last one.
But that's a good thing. Like,
that is a good thing, but I'm already at 5. So right. And I want to share this because I remember, after 4, people would still ask, are you going to have any more kids? I'm like, if I have any more kids, I'm going to have to choose. Do I keep the hair salon, right? Because my family is very important to me. Right. And so I'm like, if I have another child, I just got to shut everything down. I remember saying this, and I've said it multiple times. And so I had to shift a lot of things this time around when we knew we were having number 5. I had to shift the business in a way that it was kind of uncomfortable for me, but I knew that it was needed because I had to be more available to my family, especially with a baby. And so I feel very grateful in this season that I am able to work less. And then I'm still able to do everything that I love, travel and bring my family with me and, do these cool interviews and have some amazing clients. And like I said, I'm not balancing it. I'm not going to pretend that I am, but I feel very, very blessed. Absolutely. For sure.
You have a great support system.
Listen, I really, really do. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, here we are.
Were you nervous when you found out that you were pregnant?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I shared the news with my husband on Father's Day.
Wow. What a gift.
I found out the day before Father's Day. And I honestly thought I was going through premenopause because I was like, something is not right. And I know that I'm not pregnant. And so I was like, I think I'm going through premenopause. So I started like researching it and Googling. I'm like, okay, when does premenopause start? Right. Literally. And this is when I knew. I went to Stop and Shop. I brought a jar of pickles. Oh my God. And I ate the pickles in the car.
Didn't even make it home.
Didn't even make it home. And I was like, oh, something is not right because I don't buy pickles.
I have heard that is like a pregnant woman's favorite snack.
Yes, it was just so random. And so I did. I went, got the pregnancy test, and I held it in for a day. And then Father's Day, I gave him a car, and I'm like, you're going to be a dad again. And he was like, stop playing. I'm like, I am not. And he knows when I'm serious. Right. He knows when I'm joking, and I'm like, no, I'm serious. He was like, what? I'm like, yeah.
It's happening.
So we held it for a little bit because we wanted to make sure. before we told the other children. And so they were a little upset that they didn't know when we found out. And we didn't find out what we were having this time around. So we had 4. We had 2 girls and 2 boys. So this one was going to be the tiebreaker.
Wow.
Yeah.
You wanted it to be a surprise.
We wanted it to be a surprise. Actually, I didn't find out twice before. So every time I found out, it was a girl. I didn't know what he was going to be. I had a dream he was a girl, but I kind of felt he was a boy. So, yeah.
Can I share something real quick about that? So my reaction, she told me it was like after graduation or something.
Right. She got to add her input.
She told me like after graduation when I graduated high school, and I was like, she was like, we were in the car or something, and Mom was like, Sierra. I was like, yeah. She's like, I'm pregnant again. I was literally shocked. I was like, wait, what? You're kidding. I was like, you're kidding me, right? I was in complete shock, but I just love having like this family and like the baby. He's like the most happiest baby ever. So I just love him. He's like always smiling and just like.
Isn't it so funny when you think your parents are done and they be like, but because me and Shy, we're 12 years apart. So it's like, to see it on the other side I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm glad for the gap. I'm glad that they have the opportunity to learn from our mistakes and what we did right and didn't do right. But it's a blessing when you look back at it. It is.
I was a little bit mad because Sierra got to know first, and like we had to know last. Like it's not really.
But now you're happy and your baby. Yeah. What's his name?
He's actually at the door.
He is. Oh. What's the baby's name? Camden.
His name's Camden.
Camden. That's
yeah.
I'm on my last question.
Okay,
so
not them trying to sabotage us.
Camden wants to make
Listen, Camden's like, Mom, your time is up.
Right,
this is real motherhood.
Right.
He literally was peeking through the door like, I see you in there, Mommy.
Oh my gosh, she is so adorable. Stand up. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he wasn't supposed to be a part of this interview.
I mean, it's fine. He's here now. Everybody say hi to Camden. He's so cute.
Say thank you. This is your cousin,
gosh.
Jazz.
Oh, look at the smiles. You coming? Come on.
You gonna go over?
Hey, oh my gosh, you're so adorable.
Say thank you.
You're gonna end the podcast with us, okay? I have one
So you
more
have to
question for you.
cooperate.
Yeah, he's chilling. He's good. You good, right? Okay, maybe not. Right. It was good for a little bit. It's okay. We still here.
Yeah, here you go. All right.
My last question. So what advice do you have for women and young ladies who struggle with embracing their natural hair? And I want Mommy to answer or finish it, but you guys can start with it. Go ahead.
Okay, so I would say to them that like that your hair is beautiful and it's unique and and the fun thing about like having curly hair is like when like you don't know how your hair is gonna turn out and it's kind of like a surprise. So like if you like wet your hair like I'm like let's say I might think, oh, my hair isn't gonna be so frizzy, but no, it's like really like defined and like it's good, and I like that it has its mind of its own.
I love that answer. Thank you, Alea.
I would say to the young girl no matter what, your hair is part of your identity, so you should embrace it how it truly is. And your authenticity is what really makes you beautiful about your hair. Just embrace it to its best ability. No matter what anyone says, don't hide it from anyone.
I taught you guys well.
I'm over here smiling like, yes, I hope you are so proud.
I am very proud. And like I said, I really, took the time to really do the research so that I can share all this information that I have. And for myself, right? It was something that I didn't love about me. I didn't love my natural hair. Now I've been rocking my natural hair for the last 8 years without any heat. I don't, we definitely do offer those services to some of our clients that are grandfathered in. But I chose to not do that, because I wanted to make sure that I was that role model for not only my daughters, but for the clients that show up and sit in my chair, that trust me. And I can say, like, this is what I do all the time. So, like, when you see me with these natural curls, like, this is who I am. And this is just what you're going to see.
That's so amazing.
Yeah,
I'm so glad I got you guys on here. I'm so glad baby Kim made an entrance. Hey. And, you know, I'm going to make sure to tag your Instagram so we can get people on there. And guys, ladies, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Any products,
yes, absolutely. We're happy
you
to
know,
help.
yes, they are doing a lot of great things in the city of Boston, and I want to make sure you guys have access to them for sure. So, thank you guys. I love you guys. Of course, no problem. Of course. My sisters, my brothers, I love you guys. I'm here for you guys, and as always, until next episode. See you guys later.
True story. We had a client who came in and she just started rapping about the salon, about her experience. So the girls caught on. They're going to share that rap real quick. Go ahead, guys.
Check it. Welcome to the law for the natural slaves. And we ride all day and everyone said, we twist, we wash, we go all day. Hey!
So you can follow us on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram, The Loft Medford, and on Facebook, The Loft Hair Studio.
So you can find me on Cool Art by Lay.
That's Cool Art by Lay. Yes. So Leia does, she loves art. She's very, very talented and creative in so many ways. So that is her social media Instagram handle for her artwork.
And she drew a picture of Jazzy too. That maybe you can put in the video.
Maybe Jazzy will show you because I gave it to her.
And then we have two joint Instagrams. One is _ the Payton Sisters, and then our hair Instagram is Empowered Curls Community. So for my wash and go today, I used the Weedad Advanced Climate Control Gel with the Dew Moustache. These are my results.
Okay, so today I used the Innocence hair like volumizing, and then that's kind of all I kind of used. And yeah, it just turned out like this. Like,
looks good, girl. Those curls are popping for real.
Thank
You did an amazing job.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.